If you just bought a new iPhone or you've been owning one for a while now and you want to step up your mobile photography game, here are 5 surprising tips that you may have never heard of. The first tip that I'm going to share with you guys is actually using the up volume button to take a photo. We're all used to opening up the camera app and pressing the gigantic big white button on top, but sometimes that introduces camera shake. So using the up volume button actually reduces all of that shake. Plus, sometimes we are eating and we don't have 2 clean hands, so you can just do it one-handed just like this instead of holding it at the bottom like this where it's less stable. Your dad, mom, uncle, and auntie might appreciate it as well to be able to hold their camera just like this, like the old point and shoots, and just take a picture like this instead of letting go of one hand and start like pressing on the screen. It won't do anybody any good doing that. A bonus tip that I have for all of you is to use Gemini Photos to clear out a lot of storage in your phone so that you never miss a valuable shot that you may take using any of these tips. Gemini Photos is an app that uses AI software to detect duplicates, unwanted screenshots, or blurry photos in your photo library, and it'll help throw them into different buckets so that you can select and clear them out to create more storage. We definitely don't want that pesky "storage is almost full" notification popping up when we're taking these valuable photos. So check the download link in the description below to download Gemini Photos onto your phone and to avoid that mistake of running out of storage. The second tip that I have for you guys is being able to change the exposure on your photos. Just like this video right now, it's a little bit too bright and we kind of want to darken that image for more accurate colors, for more accurate exposure. Once you want to do that on your iPhone as well, and you can. Sometimes we are taking a photo on our phone and it looks too bright because the iPhones typically do that. So hold your finger down on the screen until a yellow box pops around and says AEAF lock. And then you can slide up and down with your finger with the little sun icon that pops up. That allows you to brighten the image or darken the image to your liking. The third surprising tip is for when we try to take a picture like this. We've all been there at the lunch table or photographing our shoes or just a nice lay flat of equipment on our table. When you tip your phone over like this, your iPhone will start to show a white plus and a yellow plus. When you line those 2 things up, that's when it'll indicate like, hey, your phone is actually flat above the surface you're trying to photograph instead of being tipped forward a little bit too much like this or tipped forward just like this. We don't really know, but lining up those 2 icons will tell you. A cool composition that you can use to boost your iPhone photography is using reflections. It could be an old iPhone, it could be a mirror, or even a puddle of water. So the point of this is to kind of create a cool little effect of reflecting the image that you are photographing. I like to use the telephoto lens or the 2x lens on my iPhone because it's a little bit tighter and it creates a really interesting photo. The last tip that I'm going to share with you guys is also a composition technique, and that is to have negative space. Negative space is just having empty intentional space in your frame or in your photo to allow your picture to breathe. We're all used to such crowded photos, such crowded lifestyles, so having a little bit more sky in your photo by pointing a little bit higher or having more blank space in your photograph allows for your photo to be more intentional and clean.